Good morning everyone and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I haven't really read much more since Sunday, which is when I last updated you. It's currently Tuesday morning. I've just been to the gym, which is why I look like this. A couple of you did say that you'd like me to give you updates on my gymming, so I'm working on that. I will be including information on that at some point, not yet. So I'm still in the middle of Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Skye. I've got about an hour left according to my Kindle, so I'm hoping to fly through that today. And then I've made good progress on The City of Brass, finally. I'm currently 300 pages in out of about 500, so as you can see I'm over halfway and I'm really loving it. It's just getting really good as well, so I'm looking forward to carrying on with this tonight because this is my like evening book. I don't know if you guys have like daytime work and evening books, but I do. So that's how that's going. And then I also started The Picture of Dorian Gray, like I said I would, and I am 50 pages in out of 170. So I'm probably going to finish this off in the next couple of evenings because this is my new like after work but before City of Brass evening book. It makes sense to me, and I think everyone knows what this is about. I know what it's about, so I'm not loving it because I know the plot. So I think this is my issue with a lot of classics. I already know what's going to happen in them, so I'm not loving this as much as I might have if I hadn't known anything about it. But some of the dialogue is hilarious. Oscar Wilde is actually quite funny. So I'm enjoying this enough to carry on reading, which is good. Also, I didn't say what The City of Brass is about. If you haven't seen my previous reading vlog, it's about a girl who is half jinn. It's set in 17th century Cairo, and she summons these demons and then gets taken away into like jinn land and introduced to like this whole fantasy like element and world, and it's really good. The first 100 pages aren't so fast-paced. I'll be doing a full review on this because I need to recap it as well, so I might as well do a full review on my thoughts because I'm loving it. And then the sequel also came out last week, so I need to get to that soon as well because this is so good. Good morning everybody, it's currently Wednesday and I have the day off today because I'm not doing so great. There's been a bug going around the office, and so I think I've managed to evade it mostly, but last night it snowed in Buckinghamshire, the county where I live, and because England, especially the south, is so freaking unprepared when it comes to any kind of like intense weather, it took me 4.5 hours to get home, and that is usually a 25-minute journey. I was stuck in the village where I work for 2 hours before we managed to move. We were then stuck on an A road, which is the main road from Aylesbury to London where all the traffic goes. We were stuck there for an hour, and then we were stuck again for another hour a bit further along, and then it took another half an hour to like drive the rest of the way, which would normally only take 5 minutes. And it was just hell, absolute hell. I'm so exhausted and like run down. The plus side of this 4.5 hour journey, the one positive thing, is that I finished Sleeping Giants, the audiobook, which I've been listening to since sometime last year. I enjoyed it. It's a sci-fi told in interview style about people who find parts of a big robot and they have to put these parts together, or they start to put these parts together. They don't really have to. I think my mistake was taking such long breaks in between each bit, so it took me months to finish it and I just didn't really get into it. Well, I wasn't into it by the end. I was really into it when we were listening to it regularly. When I read the sequel, which I will be doing, I'll have to listen to that a lot faster. I decided to DNF Circle of Shadows because I could not get into it. It was awful. The main characters all had silly names like Broomstick and Fairy and Spirit, and I will go into this more in my roundup when I do a DNF roundup at some point when I have enough to talk about. So I've got like a massive list of like bits that I was going to recap, and then also stupid sentences. Like for example, like people are called Broomstick, Fairy, but then one of them's called Damon. He's got blue hair due to a genetic quirk, and this is meant to be YA, but it felt very much more middle grade to me. Like it wasn't very well developed. Dialogue was cheesy. At one point someone is stuffing his face with cookies and he answers yesh instead of yes, and that's like written out, and I don't like that. Do not like that at all. So it was kind of stuff like that, and I was going to try and power through the book. I got to about 50% and I was going to try to power through so I could recap it for recap tins, but I just couldn't do it. I think closer to the time of the next book's release, because it's going to be a duology, I will skim through and highlight the bits that I hadn't managed to highlight because I stopped at 50%, but I just could not carry on with it. My plans for today are basically to chill out because I need to chill. I have 200 or so pages of The City of Brass left to read, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to try to read like maybe 25 to 30 pages of The Picture of Dorian Gray. I'm also meant to be starting another book for a super secret project, but it depends how that goes. But I also want to do some tidying up, so I'm going to listen to another audiobook, and I think my two choices are Astrophysics for People in a Hurry or 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, and I'm more inclined to listen to Astrophysics for People in a Hurry just because it is shorter. That's my reasoning. So that's the cover. Would this damn thing focus? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Yes, that is the cover. I'll be listening to that while I do a bit of tidying up in the kitchen. I also need to edit a video today, so I think I'll edit the video and then do the cleaning while that renders, and then yeah, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired, but I will update you later on to tell you how my reading's going. It's a bit later on in the afternoon now. I think it's about 3 o'clock, and I read a little bit more of The City of Brass. I was previously editing a video, uploading it. You will probably have seen my review of So You Can Keep a Secret by now. If you haven't, I will leave a link in the cards so you can go and check it out. It's completely spoiler free, and it's a review for a YA thriller, in case you weren't aware. So I've edited and uploaded that. I made a bit of lunch, and now I'm reading The City of Brass, and I'm loving it so much. This world is so rich and magical, and it's so well written. It's very, very difficult to believe that this is a debut book because the author's writing is just so polished and well done. I am loving it so much, and I'm so glad that I finally picked it up, and I think I might order the second book so I can go and pick it up in town this weekend, and then I can read that too. I am 350 pages in. There are 526 pages in total, so I haven't got long to go. I'm on the last couple of markers now because there's not long left, and I'm just so excited to carry on with it. I'm loving the world building. I think it's still a little bit confusing because of all the terminology used, and I'm still not exactly sure what the Jinn can do in terms of like their magical abilities, because that hasn't been explained that well. But I'm loving Nari, the main character. I'm loving Dara, who you meet early on in the book. I like Ali. I mean, I like his storyline. I don't like him as a person, but I like him as a character. He's got a lot of personal growth, let's say, to be getting on with. So there's that. And I'm just finding the whole thing fascinating. So I can't wait to finish it. I think I'm going to finish it today. I think I'm going to smash through another 50 pages after I've uploaded these Instagram photos. Read another 50 pages and then maybe start another book, maybe. I did begin listening to Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. I think Will would really enjoy it, so this is going to be our next buddy read. I think he hasn't actually, he's ignored that part of my message, but it's going to be our next buddy read, and I'm excited, but that also meant that I didn't want to read too much now because I would just have to start again later. That's my update for now. I will get back to you once I've read some more of this book. Oh my god, I just finished this and it's the best book I've read in ages. I adored it so much. I was expecting to enjoy it, but I wasn't expecting it to be a 5-star read. It was so good. I'm gonna do a full review on this, I think, because I need to gush about it. It's currently 7:30 in the morning and I can't stop thinking about this book. I finished it last night and oh my god. So I tweeted the author to shout at her because she did some very emotional things in the last few pages. Not to actually shout at her, to clarify, before like BookTube jumps down my throat. It was a nice conversation. It was fantastic. So the world building, first of all, is so rich. I have discovered that I love Middle Eastern inspired fantasy. I had the same like love for Rebel of the Sands by Orwin Hamilton, which is also about Jinn, and this was also incredible. So there was this one part in the book, I'm gonna actually go through and like annotate it because I need to tab my favourite bits, but there was this one part, and this is what I tweeted to the author. Oh my god. I'm a bit speechless right now, guys. I'm sorry, I can't really come up with like cohesive thoughts because it was so good. What happened was, no spoilers. This is like dialogue from towards the end of the book. And if you've read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about and you can share my pain. I'm calling him back. I did it once. There's no reason I can't do it again. I just have to get everything right. To which I said to the author, oh my god, what the hell? That scene made me sob. I haven't cried or live tweeted about a book in years. I can't remember the last time I had to live tweet or like share my immediate reaction, because I haven't read a book this good in ages. And guys, you know I don't rate books 5 stars very often, and I gush about books even less. Like, a book can get 5 stars from me, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like gush and cry. And then another line that I really liked, also towards the end, also no spoilers: "You're going to survive this, you must, you're all we have left." To which I just said bye. Oh my god, I think everyone should read this. It's an amazing book. The fact that I am this awake and excited about it at 7 o'clock in the morning says a lot. The sequel is already out in the US, it came out this week, but it doesn't come out in the UK until next month, the 21st of February, I think. So I might have to get the ebook and then pre-order the hardback for The Kingdom of Copper. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if I want to wait or if I want to go straight into it. I'm giving myself some time to calm down. But yeah, this is how that went. I found a new favourite book and I love it. I love it so much. Please read this book. It is Saturday evening and I look awful. Bloody hell. I am still feeling a little bit run down from the like illness I was getting last week, or this week rather, but I thought I would give you an update on my reading. I haven't read anything, basically. I'm in such a book slump after finishing The City of Brass and I can't stop thinking about it. So I was thinking about maybe going back through and annotating it, and then hopefully then it will be out of my mind, because I found out yesterday morning that actually The Kingdom of Copper might be out in the US this month, but it's not out in the UK until February. What the hell am I meant to do? I don't know whether I should get the ebook, which is available from Amazon, or whether I should just wait, hold off, sort my life out, and then dive into The Kingdom of Copper. Because the longer I wait for The Kingdom of Copper, the less time I have to wait until the 3rd book. So logically, it kind of makes sense, but I really want to read Kingdom of Copper now. So I haven't read any more of Dorian Gray, but I'm planning on doing that. I have read a little bit of We Set the Dark on Fire. I'm not sure if I've actually mentioned this in a reading vlog, but I started that. I'm about 20% of the way through. It's YA, it's about a girl who has been trained to be a wife, basically. She goes to a school for girls who are all trained to be the wives of these men, like important men in government and politics and stuff. And I'm enjoying it, it's okay. I'm not really hooked right now. Probably partly because of the reading slump, but also it's not like my thing. Not yet. Anyway, I'm expecting it to get a bit better. So my plans for this evening are basically to do nothing. Just think about The City of Brass, I think. Quill has just gone out to get some snacks and we're going to have a bit of a movie night, I think. We need to finish off this season of The Good Place, and then he wants to catch up with Jane the Virgin, ready for the new season when it comes out. I'm kind of in the mood for, I don't know what I'm in the mood for. The City of Brass. I can't get over this book, you guys. It's amazing. So I've been editing some videos today. I've edited 2 so far and I've got a couple more to edit. So most of February is already sorted in terms of videos, which is good. It's such a good feeling because I've got a million things to do. Tomorrow I'm off to the gym and then I'm going to have a look around in Waterstone, so I might take you with me. It depends if I want to leave my camera at the locker at the gym. I will be back next week with another video. I will let you know my reading plans for next week once I've sorted my life out. In terms of like life plans, I've got some videos to record, again, some more reading to do. That's reading plans though, and I'm going to see Cirque du Soleil on Thursday, which I'm super excited about, and I might vlog in London because I'm staying in London, and then we're walking around London and stuff on the Friday, so that should be fun. It should be really good. I'm really looking forward to this upcoming week. Thanks again for watching and I'll speak to you on my next video. Bye!